Ladies and gentlemen, the Double RT Boxing Show is back on, and that's what you're watching. Nice morning edition. I'm your host, Mr.A. I just came from a nice morning jog, and we're talking about a nice title fight today. It's taking place today. Marcela La Tigress Acuna taking on the rough, young Daniela Bermudez. Now, this is going to be a fight. I think this is going to be a really good fight. You know, you got the Daniela, who's the WBO Bantamweight champion, moving up to Super Bantamweight, taking on the IBF champion. You know, Daniela comes in at 22, 3 losses and 3 draws with 6 KOs. While Acuna, the veteran, comes in 46-6, 1 draw, 19 KOs, 4 losses. 21 knockout ratio for Daniela and 36 for Marcela. Man, I just came from a morning run. I'm kind of cold. I gotta get this one over because I don't get sick here. Now Marcela comes in at 377 rounds of experience to 195. Can't find the reach on her, but Daniela has a 67-inch reach, and she lets it be. She uses it all. She uses all her reach. She's a non-stop motor. You know, the 195 ring experience to 377 might mean a factor because Daniela is 28 years old and Marcela is 41. Even though she's not looking like she's slowing down, but in boxing, you just never know when you turn your age. And she's giving up half an inch height to Daniela. Now, the reason why I want to see this fight, and I wish I didn't have to go to work, these two ladies, they just come at each other. That's all they know. Daniela knows her style. She comes out, she throws combinations. She lets her hands go, whether it's double jabs, did she throw a hook to the body. She just keeps going. She has a nice inside game. She can box from the outside with her reach. And Acuna, she has that nice tight inside. You know, she takes the little angles. You know, she walks side to side, give you a different angle, and she just come and she walks you down, and she just like slowly wears you out, and she just start hitting you. You know, because she was able to wear a shotgun down, and that was a good fight. And she didn't look at her age in that fight, so she's still showing she has it. But it's gonna be real interesting to see which one of these girls gonna put on the back foot, because even though it looks like Acuna comes straight, she doesn't actually come straight. You know, she'll take a side step to the right and she'll attack you, side step to the left. She rarely attacks you just straight on. She'll bring a little angle. And will Daniela's combination assault, you know, be too much for Marcela, or will Marcela be enough to slow down that with that high guard walk down? Will that put Daniela on the back foot? Because if Daniela goes on the back foot, she can't unleash her flurries like she does. Like I said, defensively, oh man, this is a real 50-50 fight for me. I don't know who's gonna win this fight. They're both champions. They fight like champions. They fight to the very end of the bell. In each and every round, they fight to the end of the bell. They know how to grab effectively. Like I said, Daniela also knows how to take a side steps, to give herself the proper angles. This is gonna be a really good fight. These two girls are gonna throw punches at each other bad. Like I said, they don't have devastating power, but they have the skills to throw a lot of punches and land on their opponents. Now, like I said, how can we break them down? Leg-wise, I would give, like I said, I like the way Acuna sets herself up with the proper steps in the ring. I like how she uses her legs there, where Daniela, being a fresher, younger fighter, her legs have more energy, more pep. She's a little faster on her feet. But I'm going with the footwork, and I like how Acuna sets herself up with a proper range, because sometimes Daniela can come in and look like she like for instance, when she was fighting Juarez, when they were going to that whole little exchange, she sometimes smothered her punches, or she, wasn't in a proper position to get a good shot in. Jessica Bopp was able to kind of move around her, and she couldn't quite cut off the ring. That was a good fight because Daniela fights the good fighters, man. So she's no joke. And so I'm going with the legs of Marcela, just a smidge. And then defensively, you can hit Daniela because she will exchange with you, but so will Marcela. But I like the high guard and how she hops back. Sometimes I haven't seen Marcela really get like a clean hit on. She's been hit, but the fact that Daniela's fighting style and she doesn't faint, so she's always there. At least Marcela, she gives you some feints. She sets herself up. She's like gives you more to think about, so you can't just throw at her. Where Daniela, her combinations are what they are. There's no feints in between. The punches are coming. So I'm giving the edge, like I said, this edging a little bit to Marcela, the veteran here. Now offensively, Daniela to me has the better repertoire. Even though Marcela hits really good, Daniela throws in the combinations. She lands. I think she has a up and down body attack, head attack. She can throw the uppercuts, the hooks, the jabs, the 1-2 combinations. Marcela is a nice, strong 1-2-1-2. She throws a nice body game in there as well. But offensively, I'm going with the edge of Daniela. Not saying that Marcela is bad. It just the more punches come from Daniela, and that's where it's going to be crazy. Will the number of punches be enough to keep Marcela in the defense long enough where she can't score enough points? That's going to be the question on this one. If Daniela is to win this fight, I think it's going to be because she throws enough punches where Marcela is going to have to block a lot of them and not get her own offense off. And she might just win on activity, because I think Marcela is going to hit her. The girl's good. But I am going to go with Marcela Acuna. Even at 41 against a 28-year-old, I think she's going to, because through all the fights you see, people attack Marcela. They attack Marcela. And then eventually they stop attacking her, because even though her knockout ratio is only 36%, I think she hits hard enough where the people start moving around the ring. Like, I don't want to be directly in front of her, because that high guard, she puts that shoulder up, she starts walking you down. So I think eventually she's gonna get in Daniela's face, hit her a couple times, and pull this victory off, and still remain the IBF World Super Bantamweight champion, Marcela La Tigress Acuna. In a tough fight. It's going to be a tough back and forth fight. Daniela is going to bring it. Daniela is going to bring it today. And I won't be surprised if she upsets, but I just think she's going to lose in a split decision, majority decision. But it's going to be a really good fight. I hope when I come home from work, I get to be able to see this fight. The RRT Boxing Show, thank you for tuning in. For all of those who watched this video and watch this fight later on today, enjoy this fight. It should be good. Please subscribe.